Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice. This week's Divinely Guided Rune reading, we have a huge new moon, the Virgo season starting, a whole bunch of other aspects. So please check out that description box down below for all your astrological information. Now let's get into this week's Divinely Guided Rune reading. Greetings, Taurus, and welcome to your Divinely Guided Rune reading. We are getting right into this with your energetic past rune, which is in this irreversible rune here of Yera. Yera means year. This is that cyclical nature of things. This is like the changing of the seasons, like the world card in tarot. What goes around kind of comes around more or less, right? So the changing of the seasons and the cyclical nature of life, making beginnings and conclusions simultaneously. So to make a beginning is to make an ending. To make an ending is to make a new beginning. So this is kind of where you're coming from. You had either a very new beginning or a very new ending to you in your energetic past. What this also means is harvest. It's nicknamed the harvest rune at the end of the year, the growing year. Right? We'll harvest the plants, and then we'll take stock or inventory or evaluation of what we have harvested, be it a plant or energetically, right? But the process that we'll go through, that mental checklist, whoever's doing the harvesting, right? They'll ask, did I plant enough? Did I nurture it enough? Did I protect it as it grew? Do I need to plant it in a different place? Did I even plant the right crop? Do I have enough left to get me through the winter or the scarcity type of seasons, right? The next bit of chunk of energy, right? So this is a big learning time. That's what this all means. In your very recent past, Taurus, you've learned quite a bit. And through the massive amount of education, self-evaluation that you've been doing, you are growing, even though you don't quite see it yet. So let's get your energetic now rune. Yeah. Throughout this, you are going to nurture this manifestation, this transmutation energy. This is Dagas, the rune of clarity. This is transmutation from night until day. This is like the temperance card in tarot as well. So this is irreversible, just like Yera here. And this is the infinite clarity, like the hourglass tipped on its side, where you're kind of standing outside of yourself as like a third party or ultimate observer. And you have that like aha-ness, right, of the understanding of this because of all these lessons, because of all this learning, right? You get to apply it. And when you apply it, you know you'll never be the same again. You're emerging out of the chrysalis like a butterfly emerges out of, the cocoon, chrysalis, right? You are never going to be the same. You're no longer caterpillar. You are turning into butterfly. You know what I mean? So there's only very much change going on throughout this, and you're recognizing that this change is kind of more constant here. But you are able to have more clarity and more masterful knowing about what's going on, and that's enhancing your energetic near future, which is in Ingwas. This is that fertile soil where you get to plant more seeds. So this is the seed too. When we are going like this, either way you look at that rune, these are correct ways. A lot of times you'll just see that as the diamond or the two X's. Either way is right. For Ingwas, the god Ing's rune, and the rune of fertility, this is the divine masculine's rune. Now remember, we all have aspects of divine feminine and masculine in all of us. So why is this the divine masculine's rune then? Well, when we have that fertile soil, we're planting the seed in that fertile soil here in the near future, you're walking away from that knowing that that seed will grow. That seed has been planted in fertile soil. You learned your lessons, you're changed, and now you're coming from that place of knowing rather than guessing. And rather than being in that anxiety, you're a lot more stoic about it, more grounded, more centered in this. in your knowing. And along with that comes that you are responding rather than reacting. Say if somebody asks you, hey, how's your crop growing this year? Or how's your crop growing this time? You can just be secure in knowing rather than guessing, because you were challenged with that, right? You can just know and have that response and not have to react. You're coming from a lot of hard-learned lessons here, Taurus. So divine masculine's healing, that's not really killing the ego, right? So we're not killing an aspect of ourselves. This is a healed sense of ego, okay? Now, under the energetic influence right now, yeah, the communication, some external pressures probably. This is also divine downloads, prophetic dream work. Ansus is the communication rune. It looks kind of like an antenna. And this is more divine downloads, a lot like Lagus is with that intuitive work. But this is twofold. So you get the enhanced clarities, like your claircognizance, clairsentience, all those clairs could be enhanced right now. Meditation could be really easy, or you could be just pulled to meditate, pulled into the divine aspects of communication, open to signs like palindrome numbers, spirit animals, songs on the radio, communications, right? Premonition dreams even. Dreams are easier to remember, all that stuff. Now, that's a huge influence to have a bunch of clarity, because I think this came from a lot of maybe a place of lack, a stressor in your past. Whatever that stressor was has led to this that you're going through right now. So what's your advice? Yeah. Welcome in the additional energy. This is Manas, the rune of mankind. So this is interesting. It looks like one clan flag facing another, and also Dagas is a part of this rune. You look closely, we have clarity, transmutation. When we are adding another clan member or another clan to our clan, then we are transmuting. We'll never be the same again. We're learning. We're continuing learning. We are growing. We are making more space for fertile soil. We are inviting more opportunity to plant more seeds. So right now you are called to, yes, go ahead and join up with this other clan or this other energy that has been probably knocking at your door or reaching out to you. Or if you've been reaching out for that clarity, this communication, be open to the signs from divine of which is the right energy. Like, this is all enhancing your aspects of identities, labels, things like that, like your place in your clan, your place in the world. And you're coming out of it with a lot more of like instead of guessing and learning and like not knowing, you're coming from, you're going to this place of the opposite of that. So you're like firm, knowing, centered, calm, cool, collected, all of that good stuff, right? In this transmutation. And when you recognize that other identity, the other aspect that wants to be added and integrated with you, yes, say yes, make it pass through that great love filter first, be clear in your communications, and yeah, it'll be awesome for you. Let's look at that outcome rune. What's the total outcome for your rune reading here, Taurus, for this week? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Increased abundance. This is the rune Fehu. This is the rune for cattle or wealth, or like more like monetary or 3D world type gains, right? So when the whole warning about this, though, is that we have more responsibilities, distractions, options, things like that as we increase our abundance. But you still have this in your outcome position. So this is an increase of abundance for you, or maybe a shifted aspect and a healthier outlook on what abundance is for you. So again, like maybe that place of lack in the past, moving into your secure abundance. Taurus, very grounded energy too. Beautiful, beautiful stuff here for you, Taurus. Let me know in the comments below how this is all resonating here for you. Let's go ahead and get a card of clarity from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck this week. These are messages straight from Divine, straight from Source, directly to your spirit, directly to your soul. Divine, what does Taurus need to hear on this huge, huge week? Virgo season beginning. The Virgo new moon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Acceptance. Yeah. Acceptance, accepting yourself, accepting this other energy, accepting the divine communications, accepting this change that's going on, accepting the lessons you learn, and accepting that abundance that is on its way to you, accepting that you're moving into fertile soil, that you're going to be planting more seeds. It says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Dang right you are. Let's read more about that card of acceptance. Again, it says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Right now, your soul is learning acceptance. Taurus, this may force you to feel out of control in a situation or with another person in your life. Just realize that the universe has given you this incredible opportunity to release control. Perhaps doing so will help you realize that there is a rhythm, a rhyme, or reason to everything in your life. Taurus, rather than thinking about these are accidents that are occurring, refer to these conditions as moments of divine design. Maybe it's a person or a situation that you do not agree with right now, but for the moment, instead of having a knee-jerk reaction based on an emotional response, stop, step back, observe, and make an attempt to understand both sides of the equation, which is an incredible gift if you practice tolerance, grace, and patience. Taurus, please realize that although you have come to accept a situation or a condition, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are condoning a behavior or that you're supporting it. You see it for what it is and recognize that there is something rich to learn from it. Namaste, Taurus. Have a blessed and abundant week.